Hello all. In this video, I'm going to talk about cleaning and sanitizing when you're working at wet pallet plant. This is the cleaning station you find in wet pallet plant. In front of you are the sinks, and on the left hand side are the drying racks. You can find the cleaning supplies and brushes on the right hand side. In this lab, you will do a lot of cleaning and sanitizing. It is important to pick the appropriate detergent and know how to make up a detergent and sanitizer from its concentrated form. If you're dealing with light soy, fatty soy, utensils, and small equipments, dish soap would be appropriate. You can find them on the side of the sink, like this one. You can use it straight or diluted with scrubby or brushes, and of course some elbow grease. If you're dealing with heavy soy or you need a large amount of detergent, go for HC10. This is where you can find HC10. To make up HC10 cleaning solution, use the ratio of 1/3 pack of HC10 powder to 5 gallons of warm water in a 5-gallon cleaning bucket. Yes, I say cleaning bucket. So you will see a lot of buckets laying around with different label saying cleaning or cleanup, sanitizer, or waste. Please use the correct bucket for your work. You realize that all our buckets do not have a scale, and you might wonder what is 5-gallon looks like. This picture gives an idea what 5-gallon level is like. 5 gallon is equivalent to 20 quart. Next, on making sanitizer. Oftentimes you need to sanitize your utensils and equipment after cleaning and before using it. In this lab, the sanitizer you will commonly use is the XY12. To prepare XY12 sanitizer, use the ratio of XY12 to cold water in 23 ml to 5 gallons of cold water. Please note that you must use cold water to prepare XY12 sanitizer, not hot or warm water. This is because XY12 is a chlorine-based sanitizer. Using hot water to prepare XY12 sanitizer will not only reduce the strength of the sanitizer, making it less effective, it is also hazardous to you because hot water will cause the chlorine to quickly vaporize, and the chlorine gas can be very irritating to respiratory system. Due to the instability of chlorine in water, you shall prepare the sanitizer just before you're going to use it. Overnight preparation is not recommended. In this photo, obviously this is not the original bottle of XY12. We are making smaller volume available due to low traffic in summertime. You may or may not see the same bottle during a practical time. Anyway, always read the label and it should say XY12. To measure out 23 ml of concentrated XY12 from the bottle, use this plastic measuring cylinder. And you can find it here. I know those are some odd numbers to remember for preparations of cleaning solution and sanitizer. Well, if you need some help, do refer to the table on the wall by the sink. What about brushes? What does the different color of brushes mean? Obviously, we are using color-coded brush system in this pilot plant, and this sign on the wall summarizes the representation of each color. As said on the sign, white brushes are for food contact surfaces like utensils, tabletop, inside of a holding tank, and a food holding bucket. Red brushes are for raw product, for example, raw meat. Yellow brushes are for non-food contact surfaces, for example, outside of a tank and other part of the equipment that has no direct contact with food. But please, remember, do not use the yellow brushes on the drain. Instead, use the black brushes that are located in the black bucket at the corner of the sink. The color code applied to all cleaning supplies include the squeegee. The yellow squeegee can be used to remove excess water on the floor, especially after the cleaning and sanitizing process. But please, do not use the yellow squeegee on the table. Instead, use the white squeegee to remove excess water on the table or any food contact surfaces. Next, on waste disposal. In the pilot plant, there are several different bins with different types of linings. The bin with green lining like this one is meant for compostable and perishable trash, such as food waste and biodegradable spoons and cup. Please note that this green biodegradable lining is rather fragile. If you are dealing with large amount of compostable or perishable trash, consider to use double bags. Also, do not fill this bin too full. Half full is reasonable. Otherwise, it could be too heavy to remove and the green trash bag may break on you. The bin with clear lining is for recyclable materials such as clean plastic bottles and caps, clean metal cans, and clean paper boxes. There are also recycle bins for different material outside the pallet plants by the food chem lab entrance. Last but not least is the bin with black lining. It is for all other kinds of trash that are non-compostable, non-biodegradable, or non-recyclable. Please be reminded that it is your responsibility to clean up after each lab you involve in. Make sure all utensils, equipment, table, floors, and sinks involved are clean in the end of your sessions. Oftentimes, product residue will stuck at the utensils and equipment parts you're trying to clean. For efficient cleaning, remove most of the solid residue into the trash can and use the most left-hand side sink to rinse off the rest of the residue. This is the only sink with macerator that take care of the food residue. After the cleaning, leave the utensils, equipment, and parts on the drying rack. Thank you for watching. Stay safe.